Welcome to the In the City podcast. This podcast is designed for English learners at A1 to A2 level. In this series, we will explore different parts of life in a city. Each episode will focus on a specific topic. You will hear simple English, useful vocabulary, and everyday situations. Let's get started with our first topic, homes in the city. Living in a city means living close to many people. Cities are full of buildings, cars, shops, and noise. In the middle of the city, space is small. That's why many people live in apartments. Some are big, some are small. Some are old and others are new. I live in an apartment on the 3rd floor. I have 2 rooms, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It is not very big, but it is comfortable. In cities, buildings are very close to each other. Many apartments don't have gardens, but some have balconies. I like sitting on my balcony in the evening. I drink tea and watch the cars and people on the street below. Some people have plants or flowers on their balconies. It makes the place look nice and green. Outside the city center, homes are different. There are more houses and fewer tall buildings. Some houses have gardens or small yards. Families with children often choose to live in these areas. The streets are quieter and there is more space to play or walk. My friend lives in a house with a small garden. She grows flowers and vegetables. Rent in the city is usually more expensive than in smaller towns. A small apartment in the center can cost a lot. That's why many people share apartments. They have roommates to share the rent and bills. I had a roommate last year. We cooked together and watched movies on weekends. It was fun and also cheaper. Here are some useful words and phrases. I live in an apartment. My home has 2 rooms. There is a balcony with plants. I pay rent every month. I have a roommate. City homes are small, but they are close to everything: shops, work, transport, and entertainment. In the next episode, we will talk about transportation in the city. How do people move around? Stay tuned. Welcome to the In the City podcast. This is the second episode of our 5-part series for English learners at a 1 to a 2 level. Today, our topic is transportation in the city. Cities are busy places and people need to move around quickly. Let's explore how they do it. In a big city, there are many ways to travel. You can walk, take a bus, ride a bike, use the metro, or drive a car. I usually take the bus to work. It is easy and not very expensive. The bus stop is near my home, and the ride takes about 30 minutes. Sometimes I listen to music or read a book on the bus. The metro is another popular choice. It is fast and goes under the ground. In some cities, metros are very clean and come every few minutes. I like using the metro during busy hours because it avoids traffic. You can buy a card and use it for both buses and metro trains. It's simple and saves time. Some people ride bikes or electric scooters. Cities often have bike lanes to keep riders safe. I sometimes use a bike to go to the market or visit a friend. It's good exercise and good for the environment. Many cities also have rental bikes that you can unlock with a phone app. Taxis and ride apps like Uber are also common. They are more expensive but comfortable. I take a taxi if I'm in a hurry or if it's late at night. I always check the car's plate and driver's name before getting in. Safety is important. If you have a car, you can drive. But traffic and parking are big problems in cities. Some streets are very busy and parking is hard to find. That's why many people prefer public transport. Here are some useful words and phrases. Where is the bus stop? I take the metro to school. Can I pay with a transport card? Let's walk, it's not far. I'm waiting for the bus. Transportation is a big part of city life. It helps us go to work, school, and meet friends. In our next episode, we'll talk about shops and markets in the city. Where do people buy things? What can you find in a local market? Stay tuned. Welcome to the In the City podcast. This is episode 3, and today we are talking about shops and markets. In every city, there are many places to shop. You can find big supermarkets, small local stores, shopping malls, and outdoor markets. Each place is different and useful in its own way. When I need food, I usually go to a supermarket. Supermarkets have everything: fruits, vegetables, meat, bread, and snacks. I take a shopping basket or a cart and walk through the aisles. I check my shopping list and pick what I need. At the end, I go to the cashier to pay. Some places also have self-checkout machines. For fresh fruits and vegetables, I like going to the local market. It's usually open once or twice a week. Sellers have colorful stands with apples, tomatoes, onions, and more. The food is fresh and often cheaper than in the store. You can talk to the sellers, ask about the products, and even taste a little before you buy. Shopping malls are large buildings with many stores. You can buy clothes, shoes, electronics, and gifts. There are also cafes, cinemas, and food courts. On weekends, malls are full of people. I sometimes go with friends to look at new clothes or have lunch. Some shops are open 24 hours, especially small ones near homes. If I need water or bread late at night, I can go to the corner store. The workers are friendly and the shop is quick and easy. Here are some useful words and phrases. I'm going to the supermarket. Do you sell bananas? How much is this? Can I pay by card? That's too expensive. Shopping is part of daily life in the city. Whether you're buying food, clothes, or gifts, there are many choices. In the next episode, we'll talk about parks and public spaces. Where do people go to relax and enjoy the outdoors? See you there. Welcome back to the In the City podcast. In this 4th episode, we'll talk about one of my favorite parts of city life: parks and public spaces. Even in the busiest cities, you can find peaceful places to relax, enjoy nature, or spend time with friends and family. Parks are the heart of a city full of life, color, and calm. When I need a break from noise and tall buildings, I go to a nearby park. Parks have green grass, tall trees, and many flowers. They are a great place to walk, read a book, have a picnic, or just sit and listen to the birds. Some parks have benches under trees, small lakes with ducks, and paths for walking or jogging. I often bring a small snack and my headphones. It's a great way to relax and enjoy my time. Many parks in the city also have playgrounds for children. These areas have swings, slides, and climbing toys. It's fun to hear children laughing and playing. Families often spend weekends at the park. They bring food, toys, and sometimes even small tents or picnic blankets. It's a time to be together and enjoy the fresh air. Larger public spaces sometimes host events, markets, and festivals. For example, on weekends, there may be food stalls, live music, or cultural shows. I enjoy walking through these events. The smell of street food, the sound of live music, and the colors of handmade products create a happy and warm atmosphere. There are also open squares and plazas in many cities. These are large, open areas surrounded by buildings. People meet there to talk, take photos, or feed the pigeons. Some have fountains or statues in the middle. I often go to the main square when I visit a new city. It's usually full of energy and local culture. Here are a few useful words and phrases. Let's go for a walk in the park. Do you want to have a picnic? There's a concert in the square today. This is a beautiful garden. I like to read under that tree. Public spaces are more than just open areas. They are places where people connect with each other, with nature, and with their own thoughts. In a fast and busy city, these green and quiet places help us slow down and feel calm again. In our next and final episode, we'll talk about city life at night. Stay tuned.